different proposition taking on the Iceman Gerwyn Price compared to Scott Williams back in Budapest, though, because Gerwyn Price was sensational yesterday. Defied an average of more than 105 from Ryan Searle, won that game 6-4. Wessel Nijman has basically been doing exclusively 11-leg thrillers in recent times. 6-5 yesterday against Danny Noppert, survived the match start. 6-5 against Pal Corner in the opening game on Friday. Got a bit dramatic, that one, and a few 6-5s prior to that as well. So you'd expect, it wouldn't surprise you if this was close, would it, Dan?
And who did he have a 6-5 thriller against in Budapest in the second round?
Very good point.
93.
Gerwyn Price tends to do his best stuff on the European Tour at the start of the year. If he's not winning them, he's getting to semi-finals and finals. And he has had a very strong start to the year.
And you mentioned they're meeting in Budapest. Good game. But every time these two play each other, it's good. They've played 4, both won a couple, and the lowest average from any of them in any of those games is about 95 and change. Neither of them had a single bad game when they've gone head-to-head. So hopefully that continues.
I think it might. 180 from Wessel, but Gerwyn Price, 88 left. Not going to hit the requisite treble 16.
51. Wessel 134.
What's the roots? Pretty old school. Ooh, trying to leave double 7. Makes sense. Looks a lovely lie, didn't it?
98. Junior golf 56.
First leg on the board for Gerwyn Price, who was very reserved in his celebrations against Ryan Searle yesterday. I think it was the 8th leg in before we heard the trademark rope. He's going to have to one here. He'll be in a different sort of mood, the Iceman.
You're never really sure when he's going to give it the full gun. But today does seem primed. Gerwyn Price been in 10 Euro Tour finals and won 80% of them. As Wessel doubles his 180 tally, but he only really became the sort of monstrous presence on the Euro Tour that he is in the time following the last time we held the European Darts Trophy. 1-2-1 won't go. Did play in this tournament quite some time ago. Double's an option. He eschews it. It's double 8 for a 12 darter.
78. Wesley requires 60.
Don't often see Gerwyn Price go for that southwest section of the board, and there you can see why. 63 for Wessel. Double 12. Loss for double 6, can't afford to miss, and doesn't miss. Wessel Nijman levels the game up, and I think it's going to be another tight one.
421.
Not quite as vocal, Wessel.
No, 97.
This is only his 8th ever European Tour event, Wessel Nijman, but he's going to be involved in all of them this year because he's racked up so much money in the Pro Tour list. Won't need to worry about qualifiers.
You going to be very interesting watching his development to see how high he's going to go. Look, I think he and Jan van Veen look very similar in their prospects in that they could basically go and do anything. But Jan's obviously got a head start on Wessel. Let's see where they both are in sort of 3 years' time. It's very possible that Wessel Nijman and Jan van Veen are right up there in the top 16 in the world. Of course, you're going to have to do it on the big TV stages. That's where you make the big jumps. But these Euro Tours could certainly be the launch pad for them.
And he adjusts for treble 17. He can to leave double top. Gerwyn Price, usually lethal on that target, and he shows it once again.
Pretty neat and tidy stuff so far. Might be damning it with faint praise, to be honest.
Both players are averaging 108, and you've just described it as neat and tidy.
It is neat and tidy. Very neat, very tidy. But it already feels like that game that Price had with Searle yesterday, isn't it? Where they just motored along at these sorts of 105 to 110 averages all the way through the game.
5 180s, and we're midway through the fourth leg. We like those numbers.
6.
Magic numbers. Oh, look at this now.
Wesley require 121.
What a leg to win this would be for Wessel Nijman. Not going to do it with this visit.
53.
The back-to-back 180s from Gerwyn Price gives him the chance. Does it remain neat? Does it remain tidy? Absolutely not.
Wesley requires 68.
I'm sure he just full named himself then. 68 for Wessel. Choice of 8s or 16s. Always look likely to go for the latter. Now he needs double 16, and he hits double 16. Wessel Nijman sticking in. Gerwyn Price is averaging 111, but he's finding Wessel hard to shake off.
He's had darts to win every leg, Gerwyn Price.
25.
Dart at double 8 to break Wessel in leg 2. Two darts at double top to break him in leg 4. He will feel like he could be dominating this game, and yet 2 apiece.
6.
Wessel did open the show yesterday afternoon against Danny Nopper in an all-Dutch contest. And the main takeaway from that match was do not leave him on double 8. He annihilated that segment.
77.
Yes. Danny Nopper's averaged nearly a ton in that game, and Wessel Nijman has defied him. He did have to survive a match dart.
45.
But half a dozen 180s and pinning double 8 turned out to be a pretty good formula for success for Wessel.
100.
3 180s against Pal Kroner, so he's already on a dozen maximums for the weekend. Admittedly, he's playing a lot of legs,
85.
as we've already covered.
You're going to require 106.
Leaves single to double with that last dart on the 25. Treble 18. Had to get it for a go at the bullseye. He failed to do so.
Very nicely done. Interesting choice from Gerwyn Price in the setup there. Went for that bullseye because he felt, look, I want to make sure that I can leave single to double, get 2 darts at double, assuming nothing goes catastrophically wrong. Could have gambled and gone for the treble 15. Might have got 3 darts at tops, but there's always the danger you only get 1. So it's sort of mitigating the risk.
121.
There was a little period a few years ago where Gerwyn Price was the best player in the world. And on the Euro Tour, he was going up there and averaging 105 to 108 seemingly every game. And it lasted for a number of tournaments. He wasn't winning all those games. He was winning in things like Risa, which he always won for a few years. But it just looked like he got this formula that was so devastatingly good. It was almost not impossible to beat, but you had to be not only brilliant, but a little bit lucky. What if he's getting into a spell like that now? Double 12. Oof.
79. Wessel, you require 120.
Well, if he is, everyone else should panic. Treble 20. Leaves the bullseye. Huge dart for Wessel Nijman.
87.
And it's a huge distance away from the intended target.
And when your opponent is averaging numbers like Gerwyn Price is, currently at 107, that's what you've got to do. You've got to take those chances. Because your chances are, even when you're averaging 99, you might only get 1 dart at the ball.
180.
This is full force Gezi.
Wessel, as you say, averaging just under 99, and yet he's in a position where he's clinging on.
$122. $58. $437.
Yeah, just to elucidate, it was back in 2023. Gerwyn Price went 5 games in a row, averaging 106 or more. Won 1 title, somehow didn't win another. Double top. Yeah, this is proper stuff from Gerwyn Price. This is the version of Gerwyn Price that we have seen before, and he is almost unplayable.
96.
Could have won this match already. He's had darts at double in every leg.
100.
The chances that Wessel is getting, he's having to take. And in fairness, he's taken 2 out of 3. But that missed bullseye for a 1-2-8. Maybe that could be the turning point.
Yeah, he's had looks at things, hasn't he? The 1-2-4, never got a dart at double. The 1-2-8, needed to hit the ball. You're having to take all your chances. But he's not playing poorly, is he? Levels up the maximum count. 8 in 7.5 legs between the pair of them. Hang on. Still 8.
Wessel, you require 144.
Price not exactly on his coattails, so it's an opportunity for Wessel, who takes a pause. Stays there to leave double 8. Clear favourite from yesterday.
First dart's good, the grouping's good, the finishing's good. Where's the weakness? Where's the chink in the Iceman armour? Excellent stuff from Wessel, hanging on in there. But he's going to have to hope that Gezi drops off a little here.
131.
Wessel's standard has been very good. Price's has been near unbeatable.
140.
And he started off with a bit of shouting and celebrating. Not been much of that, has there, in this portion of the game? He just seems zoned in.
Seems very comfortable. Doesn't need to roar to, you know, prove anything, if you like.
Yeah, just watch this. Another 2 treble visit, another potential 4 visit leg, and another big display from Gerwyn Price, who is averaging 112 in this game and close to 108 for the tournament at this moment. He looks like the player to beat here.
Double 12.
66.
It's a match dart that's gone. He's going to come back for more with Wessel on 204. It's been a good display from Wessel, but there's not much he can do when your opponent's averaging 111. Maybe that's a parting gift to the Göttingen crowd. Both players on double 12. Price does not miss double 12, and there is the roar. He was fantastic against Ryan Searle yesterday. He was even better today, an average just